Each one of you has a personal unrealistic dream of your life. Well, that's when you have a dream, but you think it probably won't come true. Yachtsmen have very special thoughts. I do have a dream like that, and it's here, in front of you, a Tofinu boat. They're manufactured near La Rochelle, and there are many of them. Well, we saw many taking on their single-piece production. There are enough of them in our marina. I always stop when passing by, fixing my eyes on it. I want to touch it, stroke it. I really want to put it out to sea. And I'm gonna make an arrangement to do a test drive of such a boat. So, meet the Tofinou 9.7 boat. Let's see why it's so appealing, why it's so expensive, and why it's one of the sexiest yachts of our time. Let's go. And here is Sasha Goron, and you are on the most expert yacht channel, Interparus. And today, we have this strikingly beautiful Daysailer. This reimagined neoclassic Tofinou 9.7. Off we go. Well, I'm on Tofinou 9.7, the dream of my mature childhood. A Daysailer. A Daysailer boat is designed for a daytime sailing. There are no large cabins, it's not a blue water cruiser. What are its benefits? First, it's lightweight, and you can enjoy both simply sailing with a lady and a glass of champagne, or even participate in some races, as the boat is very fast, thanks to the narrow hull. It goes pretty well upwind, and it brings a really huge aesthetic pleasure. And when it's also backed up by a good move, it's a pure delight. I mean, Tofinu makes really good and really beautiful boats. Let's start our review with the cockpit. In the stern, here, on the transom, we have such a bathing platform. Let's say, it's quite comfortable, and a locker located here. Look what caught my attention. The way the backstay is adjusted. Look, it's going through the rollers under the desk. The only thing I haven't found yet is where it's adjusted. Well, I mean, it is adjusted, again, with a winch. I'll go ahead. We have only 2 winches here. Everything is connected to them. That is, you can control this boat alone. Around 6 people can take place here. Yeah, but not as fat as me. And then, of course, the tiller. In such boats, you don't need a steering wheel at all. You have to be very sharp, very reactive in interaction with this boat. Yes, a fashionable rod, from Ronston. Well, and such an interesting hinge. Yes, and how it's executed. On Velcro. Cool. Yeah, every detail here is just perfect, refined. They worked on it. You can see how much work is invested in each one of them. Look at these cleats, and pay attention. Here, to these devices that support your fenders. Unbelievable. Of course, there shouldn't be any artificial teak here. This is a boat where I agree to use natural teak. Yes, there will, of course, be less care for it here, because it is a Daysailer after all. Well, and taking care of such a yacht is much more pleasant. I wouldn't even entrust such a pretty boat to a cleaning company. Let's see what else we have here. So, we have a little chart plotter hidden here. Here is the B&G autopilot control. Well, that is more than enough. I see there's Yanmar here. That is, a diesel engine. but the shipyard here can install an electric motor, and it would be very appropriate here. Why? Because the boat is lightweight, narrow, and the electric motor will have sufficient range. Besides, it's a daysailer. I mean, it doesn't have to, like, cross the oceans, though anything can happen. And since we have a classic boat sailing fast enough and on the careen, here, of course, we have leg stops. In the front part of the cockpit, there is a classic stop. And here, look, there's such a thing. We turn it over. This is how we put it. And now we can rest our legs against it. Such interesting technologies here. My friends, pay attention to the details, how the wood is polished. The wood is high class. Yes, all these stainless fixings, well, the Interparus team has basically nothing to add here. Well, maybe deliver some good champagne. Let's check the fridge. See if it's there. This kind of equipment is, probably, necessary for such a boat. So, and the outline is fascinating. It's really very beautiful. It's just like a beautiful girl, who you're afraid to approach. I hope my wife does not hear these words. Yes, and look at this elegant sail control solution. We have here 6 clutches, 5 clutches there, 2 cam cleats, everything is connected by 2 winches. That means you can do it alone? Setting the sail and everything you need else. A classic, of course. Classic mainsail, no twists at all. An interesting boom vang is here. Look again, a huge amount of Dynema. Such modern blocks. This is Ronston, I guess. High quality blocks. The display that shows us the speed, the wind force. This is a kinda sports boat after all, yeah. Note how the turnbuckles on the shrouds are protected. Genuine leather with embroidered Tofinu. That's freaking awesome. Okay, let's go in. I haven't yet been on that boat, guys. So we're gonna look together at what we got here. Oh, that's how it opens. This way. And here it's pretty classic, too. But it has to fit in somewhere. No, it's not fitting in anywhere. Very classic. Oh, pretty cozy here. So, what do we have here? Ho ho. So, we can accommodate like 4 adults and 2 children overnight. And here we can cook a little something. I'll try to get in, don't laugh at me. So, we're in the cabin now. Well, I can't bring myself to call it a saloon, but everything is veneered, of course, with first-class teak wood. I fit in here a little bit, and look. Here everything is so small, teeny-weeny. Small induction stove, look. Here there's a small fridge. That's probably the smallest fridge I've ever seen. And a tiny wash basin. I mean, if you want, you can even cook something here. So, I wonder what it is. I'm afraid champagne won't fit in this fridge. That's the only flaw, I guess. Next, in the front, we have this bed. You have to, right, slip through to it. But again, I'm saying it's a daysailer. It's designed to, you know, so that you can sleep overnight Friday into Saturday or Saturday into Sunday. No more. Everything is quite cozy. There is no toilet on this size of sailboat. So, what's in here? Ho ho, look what I found. Here we have a drinks cabinet for a couple of bottles and some glasses. 4, in fact. So, that is, 4 people can comfortably take place here. 2 joint and 2 separate beds here in the stern. Yeah. We have such interesting access to the engine. Natural stainless steel shield is just impressive. But again, a daysailer. That is, core space is not a priority here, so it is done like that. A cabin, a shelter. So that you can wait through ugly weather, or just spend the night. But yes, Alexei corrected me. He tells what's under that lid. And under that lid, yeah, a place for a bio toilet. Well, that's great. Man, I don't know how you gotta sit on. But if you need to, you'll be surprised at how you can sprawl. This is it. Therefore, the core space is not the strength here. Overall, this yacht should be talked about less, and filmed more. So Alexei, go film it and let us enjoy this yacht in full. In full, as every detail it's made here. Well, It's just perfect. Let's go to the front. See what's interesting here. Here we are. And a fairly spacious foredeck. Well, you won't really sunbathe here. A stopper is on the way. Classic gauche. It is French. Look at this miniature chain locker. For anchor, namely, chain anchor, because there is both a chain and anchor. And yeah, no anchor windlass. Absolutely no windlass, because for such a small anchor, in fact, you don't need it, but you need to be in good shape a bit. And see this stem? Yes, it's beautiful. Everywhere there's mahogany. Man, I love this boat, really. And look how the bow roller is made. Yeah, because we already have a bowsprit as a base, the bow roller is turned here aside. And what a lovely case we have here on the staysail. Just look. Self-tacking staysail, by the way. But with the parameters of this boat, it may well even be justified. I don't know if a Genoa sail can be put here. I forgot to tell you guys, the mast is made of pure carbon. I think it's ultra-light. Well, my dear young yachtsmen, it was probably the most emotional yacht of all our reviews. And if you like this boat, you're welcome. We can take you to the shipyard, arrange a test drive. If you want to learn how to operate the yacht, you're also welcome. We will help you with this. Our sailing school is at your service. And you were with Sasha Goron and the Interparus team. And victory will be ours. Glory to Ukraine. See you at sea. Bye.